Happy Sunday. I hope you've had a wonderful day. It's been gorgeous this weekend. We're going to continue to see some nice conditions as we go through the rest of your evening. Temperatures right now in those mid 60s. Nice and comfortable outside. Not too cool, not too warm. We are getting a decent breeze every once in a while. I saw some chop on the water maybe 10 or so minutes ago in Decatur. So mostly nice and comfortable for our evening. And a lot of us in the valley are in those upper 60s, still seeing a very comfortable forecast for the rest of our night. We'll get into the 50s once we reach well into sunset. We'll see some of those upper end 50s. We've had a mild day, so it's going to be a cooler evening. More than just the chill in the air that we felt last night. It's going to be a little cooler, seeing some mid to low end 50s. So like I mentioned, if you had some plans for the evening, or if you're trying to debrief before we get started on this holiday week, I know some folks are running around trying to make sure they're getting all their baked goods and everything together. Me too. Got some grocery shopping to do. But as we look into the rest of this evening, it's going to be nice, clear, comfortable, seeing a breeze every now and again. So we'll keep that in mind as we go through the rest of the work week. We'll start to see, and holiday week, we'll start to see some rain chances. That will start to change some things. So looking out the door for tomorrow, your Monday is going to be quite mild. We'll start to pick up rain chances in the evening hours, and I'll show you that in a moment. Temperatures right now expected to hit around the upper end 60s, and we'll keep it kind of on the cooler side of things as we've got a cold front kind of coming through along with these showers. So this is Monday around 4:30. So we start to see those rain chances creeping in just before that commute home. And as we go through the rest of Max wants to follow. There we go. We go through the rest of the evening. This is kind of slow moving. As you can see, we went from 4:30 to 6:30. Not too much of a breeze picked up, but most of our northwest communities, right there in that top clump, mostly our Tennessee counties, and we also have Florence as well included. We'll start to see those opportunities for those heavy rain chances to kind of sit around those areas for about an hour or so before it makes its way over to more of those west of I-65 areas. So continuing through the rest of your night though, heaviest chance of rain starts to pick up at around 10:30. Breeze picks up as well. Expecting some strong wind gusts of about maybe 20 to 30 miles per hour. Still quite under the criteria to be well under the criteria for severe weather. We're just getting a heavy downpour with that cold front moving through. You'll notice that a lot of our eastern communities haven't even seen a drop of rain just yet. So that's when we get into overnight Tuesday. This is 3 a.m. So very widespread, heavy downpour overnight. You'll see our wind picks up to about 15, gusts anywhere up to about 30, 35. So we'll keep that around for most of the early morning hours. And then we'll get through the rest of our Tuesday with some light showers afterwards, which I thought I had the back half of that going, but that's fine. Most of those rain chances will hang around for a good portion of the morning. Won't be as heavy. We're expected to see that kind of slacken up as we get to sunrise, but we'll still keep a good deal of some rain around to get out the door. So umbrellas, rain jackets, rain boots, anything to protect yourself from that rain. Keep yourself dry. Drive safely that morning as well. Here's the good news though. We have not exactly a double rainbow, but a double cold front moving through. So that first wave that you see here on its way to Savannah, Georgia, and the coastal empire, low country areas, that is what's bringing that shower and overnight storm for Tuesday. So that's coming in Monday afternoon, evening into your Tuesday morning. That's where that heavy shower and then storms are coming in. Then once that finally moves off, we're left with some cold air as well, and still those rain chances hang around. Wednesday, this that we're looking at right now, this is Wednesday. So you'll see that second cold front that's over us that is what's going to dry out the rain chance after we deal with Tuesday's forecast. So Wednesday will be fairly dry, keeping our Thanksgiving dry, but also cooler. We drop about 10 degrees from Wednesday to Thursday. So just keep that in mind as you make your plans for Thanksgiving. I know folks may be on the road around Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday, maybe a tough drive for a little bit, so make sure you are planning accordingly. Drive safely. Change your plans if you could, if it's a longer drive. But I would just say back it out a couple of hours. But here's looking ahead to our weekend. I know a lot of folks are looking forward to Iron Bowl and other games that may be played, but it's going to be a cooler weekend. Thankfully, not as cool as we anticipated. At first, we thought with both of those cold fronts coming through, we were definitely going to see some highs in those 40s and be like mid 40s for the weekend. Thankfully, that starts to move off and warm us back up a little quicker than anticipated. There's an area of high pressure that's going to hold us in those upper end 50s and get us to 60s by Sunday. Still nice and gorgeous through that weekend. So the thing is that we're going to deal with that chilly sunshine for Saturday, seeing as our low is right at 32 degrees. So a good opportunity for you to at least go ahead and start making some plans to cover your plants. Your pipes should be fine. Don't expect a freeze out of this at all. But if you have some things outside that are usually sensitive to weather, different plants that you may have, or even your pets, maybe a little cold. So make sure you are planning accordingly this weekend, because we're going to jump back into those 60s. So that's why I say your pipes will be just fine, because we aren't expecting a true freeze situation out of this. So just a very chilly evening. That's about it. So Sunday, our highs get back into those 60s, and it'll hang there. We're expecting to see another wave of showers going into that following week. Looks like we will see another cold front that kind of brings in some more of those rain chances for us. So looking at this Monday, though, let's start from here and work our way down. 20% chance of those rain showers, and like I mentioned, most of those are going to be in the afternoon hours into your evening, and stay pretty west of I-65. Expecting that to be more so Lauderdale County, and I believe that was Lincoln, Giles in Tennessee. Yeah, so those will be the folks that deal with Lawrence County as well, Tennessee. So a lot of those folks will see the heaviest bulk of that rain from Monday afternoon, and then late Monday evening into Tuesday morning. I would say 10 p.m. Monday into midnight. We'll start to see a widespread chance of rain that will hang around into Tuesday morning. Slackens up a bit by the time you get ready for work, but keep in mind 70% chance of rain on Tuesday. Heaviest timeline is for that morning. Slackens up right around, I would say, the 7 o'clock hour. We still have a decent steady rain going by that point, and then we don't really get any relief until around 9 and 10 o'clock. That's when we'll start to see some passing sporadic showers here and there. Still could see some isolated showers and heavy downpours at times. So that's your Tuesday. Temperatures by that point will still be in those mid 60s. We'll drop a bit on Wednesday. And by Thursday, we're back into those low end 50s. So there is that 10-degree drop I mentioned. Seeing our lows go from 40 to 30. So that as well. Now, again, don't let those lows kind of push you into thinking we're going to see a freeze or anything. This is just cold for a few days. So it's not going to be enough to do any real damage like we had a couple weeks ago where we dropped to about 29. So this would be an opportunity if you do have plants, pets as well. I would say if your plants are truly sensitive to cold, cold weather, that would be the opportunity for you to cover or bring them inside, whatever it is that you feel best for your organism, as we would say in biology. But anywho, looking ahead to Thanksgiving, thankfully that cold front moves through, that pushes us into those 50s. We'll be thankful for it so we can have a nice and gorgeous outlook for that day. So getting into Black Friday and even Iron Bowl Saturday, Sunday, Cyber Monday, we'll start to see a slight chance of a warm up by Sunday, but it'll be a cooler weekend around the board as folks are out and about for Black Friday or even for Iron Bowl. If you're tailgating, I know there's also ice skating in Big Spring Park. I think that started. There's a lot of holiday markets as well. I think I saw one from Piper and Leaf, but all that to be said, it's going to be nice and dry this weekend for it. So that's some good news for you. But once we get to Monday, and honestly, what better timing for Cyber Monday? Because I wouldn't want to go out and shop in that, to be honest. All the rain that we're expecting to see by that point. Right now, it is a little early to tell just how much rain we are getting for those days. Right now, it looks to be on the lesser end of what we're seeing for Monday and Tuesday, that we could see some afternoon showers picking up overnight, growing into the morning and carrying on and off throughout the day, starting to slacken up, but still kind of on and off throughout the day. So we'll see that kind of hang around until next Wednesday, and it'll push us back into those mid-50s. So I will be here for the 5 o'clock, the 10, and then I am going to see you tomorrow for First Alert Weather Extra at 10:30. With that being said, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I hope you take all the time you need to get ready and prep for Thanksgiving. I know some of our hostesses and hosts are a little frazzled, but that's okay. It's always a fun time. It's time for family. I hope you have a wonderful holiday. If you don't see me again, by that point, I will be here for Thanksgiving, but thankfully my family's in town, so it's all good. I'll make sure to get a plate. I'll get a plate. I'll definitely get a plate before I leave, for sure. But I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday and a safe one as well if you're traveling. Again, Tuesday, if you're traveling Tuesday, to get somewhere by Wednesday, really try and take midday if possible. Now, I know some folks may be driving some really long hours and do what you must, but that morning hour is going to be kind of rough on the commute with that heavy downpour going on. So keep that in mind. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and I will see you in our 5 o'clock show in a few minutes. Have a good one.